Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Kitty. In this video, I'm going to show you how I used to do my makeup when I first started wearing makeup. When I first started wearing makeup, I was about 18, 19. I was out of high school already and started dabbling with makeup. But at that time, I thought it was very heavy. But when I look back at it compared to now, it was not. So if you guys are interested in seeing how your girl used to do her makeup back then when I first started, please keep watching. Let's start with the pencil. I've always used pencils. Maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I was using the pomade, but I couldn't really master it. I don't know if it was because I was using like the cheap kind or the quality wasn't good or I just didn't know how to do it, but it would always come out really thick and I didn't like it. So to me, a pencil, you have more control over it. That's just how I feel, and so I'm comfortable using a pencil. I've always used a pencil, or I used to use you know what, let's do it realistically. Realistically, I would use a pencil, but most of the time I didn't have a pencil. So when I did need to use something, I would use an eyeshadow. So what I would do is grab a pencil, I mean not a pencil, but like a brush. I would actually use those little sponge brushes that come with it. I don't even own one of those. I'm gonna use this brush. It's like a pointed brush, but I used to use those little sponge thingies that came with it, and I just used to get the darkest brown color. And I would just lightly try to fill in the gaps of my eyebrows. And it was very simple and easy. Let's do the other side. I didn't have pencils all the time, so when I would run out, I would use eyeshadow to create this filled in brow look. Okay, after that, I would literally go straight for powder. I didn't use any kind of foundation. No, I didn't use any foundation at all, if I'm being honest. So I don't have any pressed powders, but I do have my Maybelline loose powder, and this is what I'm going to use to see if I can add some coverage to my face. You know what, in all honesty, I have never seen anybody in my family put on foundation and then set it with a powder. It was always just powdered. You would see everybody with their little CoverGirl compacts, their little green ones or their little brown ones. It was never foundation and then you set it. That was never the case. It was always you just put on the powder and then you're wearing makeup. And of course, you were lucky if it matched your skin, because not all the time it would match, and there would be times where it wouldn't match. One thing I did do, which I forgot, I'm trying to think back, I'm trying to make this as realistic as possible, but I did used to put a little bit of concealer like that on, and I would just grab a brush or use my fingers. Let's do my fingers because that's more realistic. And this was just to cover up under my eye, because I've always had what do you call that? Puffy eyes. I've always had sleepy looking eyes and dark under eyes. I really don't remember what I would use to blend this out, but I know I used to put some concealer there, and then I would set it with whatever powder. I will put the concealer on first and then the powder. Okay, now that we're all looking light, I used to grab an eyeliner. And the eyeliner, we didn't have these eyeliners with the felt tips or these eyeliners. We had the old school pencil eyeliner. And this is what I would use. I'm gonna zoom in because I'm gonna use this as my mirror. Actually, what am I doing? So I would just draw the littlest line, which is very hard to do now that I'm doing it again. Ooh, I messed up. If you guys hear kids, you know what to do. So yeah, I would draw a line. And then I would tight line. My stupid little mirror is moving for me, and I'm trying to use that one at the same time. And just kind of fill in these gaps. Sorry, my eyes is looking really crazy. And we used to go really heavy with the... Ooh, I can't even see. Everything is blurry. I can't even see, you guys. The next thing we would do is curl our eyelashes. And we used to go heavy with the eyeliner. Some girls used to put it on top and bottom. I just used to put it on top because I like the more natural look. And there would be girls in high school that would put on the eyeliner on top, cake it on the bottom line, and then put a shitload of mascara on their eyes and on their eyelashes, and their eyelashes would be so spider looking, so clumpy and thick and heavy and straight and not even cute. And they would just do their eye makeup like that. So my eyelashes are pretty straight and thin, and they used to be fuller. They used to be fuller to where when I would put on mascara, you could see it. You could see it, and they were longer, and you could tell I had eyelashes, and I could pull it off without having to wear falsies. But man, once you start wearing falsies, that changes everything. Once you start wearing falsies and you start ripping out those little baby hairs, that's it. That's it for you. I wouldn't put eyeshadow on first and then do my eyeliner. I would do my eyeshadow last. So if I wanted to be extra, I would use again, that little sponge. We didn't know what brushes were. We didn't know brushes existed. I would use a very neutral, very soft brown color like that, and I would just like barely just put it in the crease and all over the lid. I would just do one eyeshadow. I did wear blush, and I always went for the darkest blush, which would be something like this. I used to get the one from the Dollar Tree. It was LA Colors, and it was called Toast, and it was dark, something like this. And we would pack it, and put on our blush. I mean, times were simpler back then. And again, I used to use that small little thin BS brush that came with it. It was very small, probably covered like this much. And just rub it all over. And then when we want to get extra crazy, we would put on lipstick. And I always wore like a dark colored lipstick. There was no lip liner. We didn't use lip liner. Ooh. See, I wouldn't go for something this bright, so I'm gonna add a little something to it. I just got a lipstick a while ago from Walmart, and it's the Wet n Wild Mochalicious. I'm gonna add a little bit of, it's like a brown color. I'm gonna add a little bit to it because I never went for anything super bright. It was always like a dark red color. And now I'm starting to remember how messy lipstick is. Not necessarily this bright, but you get the picture. I don't like the way this color is coming out because it's coming out a little bit too. Let me try to. I'm trying to brown it out a little. So something like that, I would say, I guess. Something like that. And I think that's pretty much it. Very simple, very, yeah. This is a full face to me. This is pretty much what I used to do. It's very light, and no judgment to those who like this kind of look, but to me it feels rushed. Now that I'm more experienced, it feels rushed to me, and I'd rather take my time and do it the way we do it now. But this is what I used to wear, and this is how I used to wear my makeup, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!